Reach the toes, reach through the fingers, roll through the ankles. Breathe in and then let your feet go to the floor flat and lift and spread your toes for a moment. We're going to curl the low back up and curl the low back down. Now, as you do this, we'll go over some cues, but just keep bridging. Your hips are level, even right and even left. You're trying to feel each part of your low back have a tension and articulate down and articulate up. You'll be going up to shoulder blades, but you'll have a space underneath the neck, low back, middle back, upper back, and lowering down. Let's take 2 more here. Feel the 4 corners of your feet on the floor. And that'll help you keep the knees over the ankles. Now the next time we're up, we're gonna stay up, the hips are level. You can leave your hands beside your hips or on the floor and hold for 10, 2, 3. The glutes are warming up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower your spine down. Once your sacrum comes down, you can take the feet to your hands. The knees are just to the sides of your ribs. Inhale, and we're going to add in a stretch for the hips. So take the right ankle to the left thigh. Your hands reach through the window and we'll wake up the hips. This is a great place to roll your ankles or point and flex your feet. Breathe in through your nose and exhale through your nose. Let's switch sides. The left ankle to right thigh, reach your hands through. You can add on some ankle movements, point and flex. Breathe in, shifting, rocking. And then we are going to take both feet up in the air. The hands are going to be beside your hips. Glue the legs together and then circle the sacrum. This is called corkscrew. We're going to do 10 of these. Once you get to vertical, you'll go the other way. Your legs stay glued and your ribs stay down. Shoulder blades stay down. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then hug the legs in just for a moment here. Relax that body. And then we're going to turn over and do the belly down. Now to get there, I'm going to come up this way and switch my position. The belly's down. The hands are going to be a little wider than your shoulders and ahead of. Now begin peeling your spine up and hold once you get to a comfortable place. Shoulders are down and just breathe in through your nose. Good. Feel your upper back. That looks so good. You've got a little lift in your abs. Breathe in. Feel the breath expand your extension. It's lifting your back. And then exhale to lower back down. Now we're going to do that again. So once you're down, start with your back lifting. Then let your hands help you. Either Sphinx or hands help you up. 10. Beautiful. 9, 8, 7. Shoulders are down. Elbows are pointing down. 4, 3. Looking good. 2. Exhale, lower. We're going to do that one more time, and it should be feeling a little easier. Come on up with your inhale. Your back starts you. Your hands help you. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower yourself down and let your arms be your pillow for your cheek or your forehead. Lengthen the one leg up. And then lengthen the other leg up. This is called hip extension. One at a time. Keep your hips level. Keep your neck pretty soft here. You can check that it's not tense. Let's take 10 more of those individual leg lifts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, And now a bonus would be both legs are up and you're flutter kicking your legs. You're building those glutes. You're building those hamstrings. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you're going to push back into a child's pose. You can curl your toes under if you would like to stretch out the feet. Press your hands into the floor. Breathe in. And then we're going to touch that forearm plank. So both elbows can come down under your shoulders. Stretch out your knees and come up. Feel your belly pull up and hold 10. That looks really good. Girls, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go to a side plank. This is a 10 count static. So when you're ready, lift up and hold. 10, good. Stretching 9 through your top hand. 8, 7, 6, that's it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let your hip drop. We're going to go to the other side. You're welcome to flip. I'm just going to be this way so I can see you. Your hips are going to lift. Here we go. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lower your hips. Now this is reverse plank or reverse table. Reverse table is bent knees and it looks like this. Reverse plank is long knees and it looks like this. Please choose what you need. 10, 2, very good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now lower the hips for a moment. Take a hand forward. We're going to come back into a forearm stretch or go into a forearm stretch before we go back into plank. And then the other hand, we're going to flip the hands over. Now the palms exposed, the shoulders are down the back. Good. And then the forefingers get pulled back on the other hand. So that should feel really good on the grips. Grip muscles. Now this is a plank we're going to put on our forearms, but then we're going to shift up to a dolphin. So that's going to look like an upside down V. So the first thing is to get into a plank. Now that's your first move. Lift up your hips so that you're upside down V. You're going to feel your calf stretch. Now shift your weight, plank. Now shift your hips up. Now come to plank. Lift up. Come to plank. 2 more, up, and then 1 more, and then let your hips down. You're in a sphinx, but if you'd like to add on, let your hands press you higher. Swan, shoulder blades are down the back, and hold good head position. 10, that was nice. 8, 5, and then exhale to lower down. Now when you're down this time, the hands are beside your hip bones, palms face down. Come up with your inhale, lift up your legs if you want to add on. Now the bonus would be to do a flutter kick while your hips, or excuse me, while your torso is in the air. Tight flutter. Inhales will help your back lift. 1 more set. Lower for a moment, and if you want to put your hands at your low back, you can either rest them or interlace them. Now come up, inhale, and lift. Good, and if you care to add on, add a flutter for 10, 5, recover, and you can switch your hands the other way. Here we go, up, and if you want to add on, your torso's up, your toes are up, and then you flutter. 10, and then press back, child pose. Push your hips back. We're going to bend the elbows if you would like an extra tricep stretch. And then come to a sip if you would like. We're going to do a little cat-cow. This next part is a cat-cow quadruped position. And then so it looks like hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then you lower back round, or everything rounds. And then inhale, lift your sternum, lift your tailbone. Curl your lower back up, round your back like a cat. And then inhale, lift your sternum. And a couple more times for that low back. Breathe in and then exhale. Now, if you care to do that again, you can. If you care to add on about 5 of the down dog articulation to up dogs, you can. So you choose. If you're in this down dog, you'll lift your heels, you articulate your lumbar spine, middle and upper back. You go into up dog and then you tuck and you go back into down dog. So you can do that 4 more times, or you can go to the cat-cow variation. Gonna help you, good, articulate your spine, good job. And just move at your own breathing pace. So you're lifting up, you're breathing in, you're exhaling. Good, I love that calf stretch for your knees. That'll help them stay healthy. And we're gonna do 2 more. Exhale, controlled calf stretch, and then lift up, chest stretch, and then exhale. And then lower yourself down, shins down, child pose, breathe in. Nice job. And then we're going to take a sip. You can grab a sip. We'll do a little seated stretch here. A seated stretch called saw. Saw pose is rotation. So your feet are out and your arms are open. You can check your space. Rotate first. I've got to scoot forward for my wall. And then reach your hand towards your pinky toe. Breathe in, come up and set your ribs over your pelvis. Rotate and exhale. And then inhale. Now I can always feel that my legs are a little tight on the first few. So ease into it, or maybe you feel like your back as well because it's a rotation. And then a reach. Take your time. Feel the stretch. Reach. And it's, imagine that someone is pulling your back arm just as much as you're reaching your front arm. We're going to take 4 more. Rotate first. Reach. Breathe in. Rotate and exhale. And breathe in. Rotate and exhale. And then 1 more. Rotate and exhale, and then come up. Now I'm going to glue the legs together, go up and over, and then again up and over. Now we're going to do 6 of these and then we'll hold. So each hip bone is down. So even as you reach over, try to keep the opposite hip bone down. And 5. Now we're going to hold. So any side you're on, just stay 6, 5, good. And if you want to move a little, you can. 3. Take it up. 6. Now, when you are coming up, you can sit however you want. That rotation is going to be a hold. So we're going to hold this place. Breathe. Inhale and open up. And exhale. Find a place to hold for about 6 here. 1. Really good. And then bring it back. Doing great. Let's come back to the front belly down swan position. This one's called dynamic swan, also called rocking swan. I'm going to do it in a slow-mo first though. So when you lift up, your hands aren't helping. Your back alone works. Then you can put your hands on the floor and you can peel up. And then your exhale is going to lower you, and then your thighs are going to come up together. Now your thighs lower and your torso lifts, and then your hands help you. And then you exhale and you lower. Now this is as slow and controlled as you need for the cueing. Your shoulder blades are down. Should feel like a upper body and then a lower body movement. Now this is the move, but if you care to add on when you're up, you could let go once and you could rock, or you could do that rock a few times. Or you could continue to do it slow-mo. So you, do your posture a few more times. The whole back body is getting contracted, getting worked. One more, inhale. And then one more, legs. And now when you're ready, bend your right knee and reach your right hand to that right foot. Possibly add your left hand and left foot. If not, we'll do this twice, so don't worry. Come up, this is a bow pose. And breathe. When you breathe, you inhale, your back lifts. Good. 5, 4, 2, relax for a moment. Now either do the other side or do your two sides again. So when you're ready, come on up. Here we go. And 1, good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recover. And then push yourself back. You can do a knee-wide child pose, which lets you diaphragmatically breathe a little easier. Your belly's in that middle space. Breathe in. And then grab a sip and we'll add a little bit of planking here. Terrific job. Good job. This next plank is called isometric. So it's not much different except for you add a little bonus contraction inside. Let your elbows on the mat, let your toes on the mat. So it's a normal plank, and then you pull your forearms towards your toes towards your forearms, and just hold that extra contraction. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and rest for a moment. We're going to go to a side. Let your top hand be near your head, so you've got a triangle. Lift up, breathe in. Now rotate. 1. We're going to take 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then lower your hips. Really good. We're going to go to the other side. 8 of those rotations. So one hand's up. Go into a side plank first. Once you feel real stable, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7. Nice job. 8. And then go back. Now this time we're going to do a lateral flexion. We'll do 6 of these. So you are in a side plank. You are staggered or stacked. One hand starts at your hip. Go up and over it. As you do, lift your hip. Now when you bring your hand back down to your hip, you won't drop your hip to the floor. You'll just come back to what I call a neutral plank. 3, let the head come back up. 2, 4, good head, yep. 5, 6. Now the hip can drop as you change sides. We're going to do 6 on the other. The elbows underneath the shoulder. Get yourself in a plank first with your hand on your hip. You'll start, this is neutral. Then we go up and over. 1 and 2, really good. 3, 4, 5, nice, and 6. Nice job. Now we're going to be using our abs if you want to come down, or just lie back, rest your thighs in for just a moment. You can even rock them. In the back down positions, we're going to take some abdominals that don't involve the neck. So your left leg will pour all the way down. Yes. Your right leg will go all the way up. Now we're going to draw a very large circle on the sky. Your ribs stay connected to the mat. So you want to feel like your abs are stabilizing you. The ribs aren't popping up. Breathe in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's do 2 more, and then 9. All right, let's go the other way. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keeping the shoulders down as well. 6, relaxing the jaw as well. 8, 9. We're going to take 10 on that leg and hold it in the air so you've got a hamstring stretch. Now, the leg that's in the air, the one we just worked, you can flex, you can point, you can spread the toes, you can point, and then hold the leg toes back if you can for a stretch of 10. Breathe in, that feels nice. And then the leg that's in the air is going to go to the floor. The other leg is going to go in the air. Hands can be beside you on the floor. Draw large circles, ribs down. 2, 3, 4, big circles. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go 10 the other way. Inhale. And the modification, if your hamstring feels tight, is to bend or soften the knee in the air. You could also bend or soften the leg on the floor. Otherwise, you're trying to keep your ribs down. Enjoy a big circle, synovial fluid to the hip, and abdominal tone. After that 10th one, the second direction, you can hold on to your leg. You can point and flex. I like to add a spread out the toe cue on that when you pull your toes back. And then hold that stretch, toes towards you if you can, towards your shin. Breathe in through your nose. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really good. Both legs come in for just a moment. And we're going to take a second time through that stretch, although I want to offer that your right foot can be in your right hand, your left leg can be in the air, and you can lift up your shoulder blades. So either take a second stretch like we did earlier, or take the extra leg up, torso up, and hold for 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, recover for a moment, and then you're going to take your left hand to your left foot, your right leg hovers. Now, if you want to, just stay there, but if you want to add on the hamstring plus the abdominals, you're up. 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, feel that stretch. 7, 8, 9, and then head down and head relaxing for a moment. You can rock. We'll take our legs like it's called crisscross. It's also sometimes called yogic bicycle, but one leg's out and then the other. Now, actually, just piston your legs, one and then the other. So not a circle, but just piston one in and out. Now, if you care to add on, your hands come behind your head. You do a rotation to the knee that's closer, the shoulder blade off. So you choose. Now we're going to pull your toes back if you care to add on an option 2 for 10 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. And then hands to the inner feet. Your knees are wide, so you're like a butterfly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to let that down and take your elbow up. Now you're not doing a plank here, but you are doing a rib lift. When you look down, you should see your toes. They're not behind you, they're slightly ahead of you. So similar, we're going to do a circle on the side with the top leg. Try to lift through your ribs. 4, and you're going to build hip density, 5, bone density, and hip strength. 6, 7, 8, it's going to help with back care. 9, 10, and knee strength. So go the other way. 10, knee stabilization from that IT. 2, 3, 4, 5, staying lifted. 6, the shoulders down the back. 7, 8, 9. Now this arm can become a pillow. This top leg's out of the way. The bottom leg's going to draw a 10 10 circles. Belly in, 4, 5, 6, lifting up through your waist. Good. 9. Flex that foot and go the other way. 10, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now we're going to head to the other side. Other side, we start with our elbow propping our body up. So start with your lifted ribs. You can see your toes down the midline. Up, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6. That's it. 7, 8. Breathing. 9. Now flex that foot, and the reason we do that is not only for the nerves, to help floss the nerves, but we're trying to keep those feet strong so they don't shuffle, those shins, and they help with balance. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that leg is going to go in front of the other one. The bottom arm acts like a pillow. The top leg's now going to work. Point to the first set. Point, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now flex, go the other way. Here we go. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Perfect. I'm going to have us do a child's pose and grab a sip. So push back, hips back, breathe in. And then if you care to add a sip, get a sip. And girls, if you have your Dynabands handy, I think you both too, because I recognize where you are. Grab the heavier one, but maybe, you know, I'm going to put a couple near me. I want to just double check you have yours. I think you do. Yay, good. Perfect. So take a band or two around your heel arch. So you have the feet in front and you cross this like an X. So back's super important. That's why even if you come to class tomorrow, this one's really good to get. So pull your with your exhale, pull your arms. Good. You're very tall. 4, and your arms go right beside your ribs. 5, so the elbows are close to your body. 6, good. 7, breathing. 8, 9. Now we're doing 10 more, so this will be 20 at the end of this. 11, 12, good. 13, 14, nice. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now we are going to take just a moment to move our shoulders, say 3 to 5 circles. So just a release of tension. You can even use your time to move the neck as well. And then when you're ready, I'm going to walk the hands closer again to the feet. So if they let go when you were stretching, that's good. I'm now going to take a good grip again. So as soon as I start pulling, as soon as we start pulling, we have tension in one arm that pulls to the right, the left arm, and then you rotate left. So it's a row plus your rotation. You exhale, you turn, you exhale. You're doing great. Exhale, turn, exhale. All right, so what you're also doing is cleanly rotating. You're not leaning to a side. Your sternum rotates to one wall. Your sternum rotates the other, or your spine does, but your torso, you could pretend your sternum is a flashlight facing each side wall. All right, take 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now I am going to come back to this. I just want to give us a stretch, the rack. So fingers away, lift up, fingers away. You're very light on your arms, but you are lifting up your sternum. 5, breathe in. 4, good. 3, 2. Now we're going back to your band. You can take a medium. So If you have a different band, you could grab it, but if you don't, just take a different hand stance. So you're on the feet heel arch. You're pulling your arms beside your hips, but a little bit wider than your hips so your hands don't run into the floor. You're very tall, and pull. Good, and pull, and exhale. All right, we're doing 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, you're doing great. 4, 3, 2, 1, cross the rope, take your elbows beside you, open up your forearms. Now this is the external rotation, you got it, this is really good. Both of you look great. 7, you're tall. 8, you're breathing. 5 more. Nice job. Now uncross the band, So the band is no longer crossed. The arms are going to be wide, kind of like you're hugging a tree with the back of your shoulder, feeling the warmth. And this is rear deltoid, posterior deltoid. Your neck is easy and your jaw is soft. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let the arms down for just a moment and kind of roll out your shoulders. This is an informal release of tension. We're going to take a bicep curl. You could do it here. You could grab more band and do it here. You could also lean back and do it. Good. So find a place where it feels like somewhere around 15 or 20 reps, you feel like you're getting your muscles into fatiguing place, but that you don't have to compromise form. That looks really good. Good, let's take 10 more. I like it. I like how you're not hyperextending your elbows either. Your necks both look good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let those go for just a moment. We're gonna take a little stretch, go open and rotate, and then this is how we woke up the spine earlier. A little rotation. 6, 5. Breathe in, open up, take it to the other side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, and then exhale. When you come back, grab that band. It could be a medium intensity. Also, you can always grab more band if you need to take in the tension, or less if you need less. So I like to hold on to the band, and we're going to do a press out. So you may have to figure out, where does it feel like the tension is good for me? I don't have any neck tension, no jaw tension, but it's hard to get my arms straight, but I can. So I might grab a little bit more. 6, good, trying to lengthen. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I like how you're returning with control, with slow. You're not just letting the band yank you back. Take 5 more. 16, 17, 18, 19. Really good. 20. Now, you can sit however you want. We're going to put one hand behind the head and one at the lower back. Get ready. The bottom arm is stable. Push the top arm up. This is a really important muscle for us to train. 4. Exhale. 5, 6. Good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, if you can do 5 more, go for it. If you need to give yourself a little bit more slack, that's okay. 3, 2, and then that was 20. Take this hand that was an anchor up. Take this hand that was working down. And it's okay at first, you may have to adjust your arms because you're trying to figure out, where can I feel tension, but it's doable to lengthen my elbow. Breathing. Good. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice job. Now this is a little dynamic stretch. Take your arms pretty wide. Go up and back. Let me turn a little more center. Go up and forward. Go up and back. Ideally, the elbows are long. You don't have to wiggle your body to get the arms forward and back. Breathe in and out, and in and out. Now find one of 3 places. We're going to do 3. It can be like a Y behind you. Your wrists feel good. They don't feel cocked back. Your neck is easy. Take it a little bit lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And take it a little bit lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let that go. Nice job. Now, we'll grab a sip and then we're going to stand up, and our attempt is going to be without any hands. So grab a sip first. And then you could put a foot forward or cross your, yep, cross. Nice. And then take a lighter band. Stand on that band, and we're going to touch this 10 times. So it's not going to be 20. I'll show you why in a moment. We're going to go out to the side. 10. That a girl. 2. Good. 3. I'll slow down a little bit. 4. But you notice how your body's tall. 5. 6. Good. 7. 8. 9. And then keep your foot there. 10. But give yourself a tiny slack, maybe an inch. Now go forward with the arm. So we're doing 10 and 10, same arm. You can see I did 10 side. Now it's 10 front. Good. You can keep the knees soft so they're not bending backwards. 6, 7. Good. 8, 9. Now that was really good. So the other heel gets this. You're going to go 10 to the side, and it's okay if you have to adjust. Good. Breathe. 5, 6, you're doing great. 7, your neck feels good. 8, 9. Now we're going to go to the front, so I'm going to give myself a little room, just like an inch or so of extra band. 2, slack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to take a band, either that one or a medium one, or a slightly heavier than medium. Stand with both heels in the very middle. So both heels in the middle. Your elbows, so I've got equal tails. Your elbows go out. You got it. 2. Good. You're tall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now try 10 more. If it feels like it's too intense, a good, quick, easy way to modify is to take 1 foot out. And then you're standing on less band. So take 5, it lessens the tightness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to let that go and put it directly behind your upper back, your scapula area. I'm going to grab more of the band here. So it's a circle that's parallel to the floor. So one trick is act like you're breaststroking, or another way to say it would be you're putting pizza sauce on a very large pizza dough. All right, we're doing it the other way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really good. Now I'm going to grab just a slightly lighter weight band and put it underneath 1 or 2 heels. So 1 or 2. You'll know when you do your first one. Both bands are equal. Bend your elbows. That is it. Try that. And exhale. Good. And exhale. 4. Good. And you're tall. 5, 6. So you can imagine you're picking up a really heavy watermelon. And these are the muscles that help you pick up those watermelons, those cantaloupes. Good. All right, we're doing 10 more. And if you decide that it's getting a little too hard, the easy correction is take out 1 foot, or you alternate right, left, right, left. 6, good. And keep breathing, keep standing tall. 7, 8, 9. Now we're gonna let the band go. You did great. I want you to grab something, for example, a roller. And it could be you do a chair or a couch, but you're gonna lift up both heels so that you don't have to worry about your balance. You are still balancing some, but I really want you to worry, concern about the form. Each toe has equal weight when you go up and down. You're not letting your ankle roll out to the side. Now we're gonna take a single one. So 1 foot's out of the way. Your 1 foot is doing 10 calf raises. If it's too hard, you can always go back to 2 feet. But 1 calf is getting all the work. Now we're gonna do 10 on the other side. So I'm switching which foot is wrapped. Go up tall. This is why we wanted a roller or something to hold on to. Each toe head has equal weight. 6, good, breathing. 7, your jaw is soft. 8, 9. Now the other foot, we're gonna do 10 and 10 again, second set. 1, 2. It's also great for your vascular system. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Try the other one for 10. 10. So 1 foot can be just wrapped out of the way, off the floor, so that you get to give your attention to 1 leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this set is a rock. So notice how my hips are up. Pull your toes and your bottom of your foot up, not by doing this, but just at the ankles. Now lift your heels. Now lift your toes, lift your your heels. Now lift your shins, lift your heels. So you're kind of rocking on your ankle. Your ankle is your point of articulation. Really good hip alignment, girls. That's great. Now it may feel harder to lift your toes up, but those are those anti-shuffling muscles and they help with balance. Now do 4 more. We're waking up the whole foot, calf, shin. 1 more, and then we're going to do a balance. Those muscles are really awakened. So take your foot into a tree, and you can either stay low, palms at your heart, or up. If you want to do a little cow face, you can. Let's hold for about 20, and then we'll do the other side. Good, I love it. 10. Breathe in, let your hands come to your heart, lower that foot. Let's take the other one, tree pose. Now this is a static balance, meaning it's still. You could have hands here, hands low, hands up, maybe even a cow face if you want a little extra stretch for about 20 here. Breathe in, lower those hands to a prayer pose, and then let that foot down. You've got it. Now I'm going to have us do a little balance drill here, so you can turn out. Dynamic balance, cross your leg on the inner thigh, and then you come back and you do out.
Now try to add your arms. 2, 2, there it is. 3, 3, 4, 4. We're doing 6 sets. 5, same leg. 5, 6, 6. Now the other foot's going to do the work, so it's going to come forward a little bit. Here we go. Inner thigh, outer thigh, inner thigh, out to the side. 6 sets. So that was 2. This is 3. 3. Arms are adding on. 4. This is more dynamic. 4. Trying not to touch that foot to the floor. 5. 5. 6. 6. Really good job. Now this is a back balance. So hands beside you. Lift up a foot. Try to hinge forward. Now at first just hold for 10. Balancing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the back leg does 10 little pulses up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That foot comes down. Realign your spine. Here we go. It's going to be a 10 and 10. Hinge. Now you're just going to try to hold still for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Really good, guys. Grab a, let's go down without our hands if you can. Grab a sip. Now your Dynabands are handy and probably your foam roller, so we're going to use it to a hamstring stretch plus a psoas. So one of your Dynabands is handy, at least one, and then when you put your back on the floor, one leg is long, one leg's in the air, and you're going to feel a hamstring and a psoas. Stretch, hold it, breathe, and relax everything in the body. 7, 8, 9, 10. That leg can go across the midline. And the leg can go out. Your other leg's going to be coming up in the Dynaband, and the other leg is going to be going over the foam roller. And also think about breathing in your nose and filling up the diaphragm. And the exhale just lets everything go. Your leg pours to the ground. Your other leg is opening up in the hamstring. That leg can go across the midline a little bit. And out to the side. Nice. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to just take a moment in a double psoas. So the sacral support might have to go down a little bit. And
If you can put your legs long and be comfortable, great. There's a decompression in the lower back and you're relaxing your psoas. Breathe in. We'll do 3 full inhale and exhale cycles. Letting go. Breathe in. Letting go. Breathe in. Now slowly push the roller out a bit, and then we're going to take the roller underneath our upper back. You could use a foam block on the yoga block on the head end, or your hands could be your support. If your head touches, that's okay too. So that your upper back, the part that's your most rounded part of your upper back, gets the extension. Breathe in. And then lift up your hips a little bit and lift up your upper back and just try rolling out your back maybe about 10 times. Just getting rid of any tension, either extension or flexion. Good. Inhaling. And then after those 10 or so rolls, take the roller so that it's long ways, the sacrum's at one end, the head's at the other, and the arms are most likely like a T or a Y. You could even take a bound angle leg position if that's comfortable for you and you can relax. Try to relax here. These were all posture stretches. These help us prevent forward head syndrome and upper back rounded syndrome. Breathe in. Five, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. You're going to be coming up to a seated position, and you can sit any way that you want to so that your back feels neutral and your body doesn't have any stress. We're going to take an inhale and lift up, and if you can touch your hands, do. If you can go a little to a back bend, great. Exhale, let all tension go. Let all relaxation come in. Breathe in relaxation. Breathe in full breath, and your belly will respond. Your ribs will expand. One more. Go up with your inhale. And if you can touch your hands, do. If you can do a little back bend, do. And then exhale, let everything go and release tension in the body, mind, and spirit. And we'll breathe in an energy of ease and flow, and we'll look forward to setting that intention for the rest of our day. Today I intend to keep my body, mind, and spirit in a feeling of ease and flow. I don't want to add any extra resistance that doesn't need to be there. So with so much appreciation, thank you guys so much. I think you did great. I hope your bodies feel amazing and strong, and I hope I get to see you tomorrow, either in a recording